Hi, my name is Zoe, and this is my dog Miso. A year ago, I decided to move to the countryside of Japan to pursue my dream of becoming a full-time artist. Here are snippets of my day-to-day life. I hope you enjoy. It is currently Thursday today, and I'm just about to start making my dad a pair of the easy pants. So it was his 70th birthday last month, and I've decided to kind of surprise him with a pair of pants that I'm making for him, because he did mention that he wouldn't mind a pair a couple of months ago when he saw my mum and my husband wearing them. So I've decided to give him a little surprise for his 70th birthday, and I will actually be going back to Australia in about 2 to 3 weeks to go and celebrate that, so it should be pretty exciting. So my plans for today is to just kind of finish grading the pattern to his size, and then hopefully I'll have that all ready to go. And then if I have a bit of extra time, I'll start weaving the pocket, because I still have a little bit of my warp thread left from the last pocket, because I had a feeling I might be doing this. So that will be pretty easy. That is all ready and set up just to go. And then hopefully on Saturday I can go to the fabric shop and buy some linen fabric for these pants, and then I can kind of just get stuck right into that project this weekend. I also have a little bit of the fabric left over from the pants and jacket that I made for my husband, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to make like a kind of bias cut slip dress kind of thing out of that to wear to the party. If not, I'll have to kind of think of something else, but I do have that pattern just ready to go, and the fabric's just kind of waiting for something to be done. So yeah, hopefully I can use it for that, but if not, it'll be back to the thinking board. And yeah. So here we have the graded pattern, and I don't know what it is about looking at grading, but isn't it just so satisfying looking at all of these lines kind of growing slightly bigger. Now, I don't have any fancy software or digitizer that would make my life super easy. I would love to be able to use Clo 3D, but I just do not have that kind of budget at the moment. And yeah, it actually is also kind of satisfying doing them by hand. So we are doing full old school way here, but yeah, this is pretty much the front and back. I'm just going to see, I did up to 4XL, and I'm just going to see if my dad will fit that size, but I have a feeling I might need to do a 5XL just because he has a very voluptuous booty. So I'm just going to have a little measure and see if he can fit before I get stuck into grading another size if needed. I have just done a rough calculation of my measurements, so it is looking like I don't need to grade any bigger, which is awesome. But my dad does have like little chicken legs, so he did mention that if he did get these pants, he would want them with a bit of a taper in, just so it doesn't make him look so short and stocky. So I'm gonna take the 3XL size and then taper it in, same as we made the pants for my husband with the jacket set. So I'm going to copy that shape but put it onto the 3XL. So first things first is I'm just going to trace this out and then get to that. There we have it. That was actually super quick, probably the fastest pattern I've ever made, because all I had to do was taper in the ends. But
this is pretty much it. I have a front piece, a back piece, a waistband, and then pockets, but the pockets are the same for every size, so I don't need to recut them out. I can just use one of the other pattern pockets, and then yeah, I just have to make the patch pocket and do that. So that is all ready to go for Saturday, or probably Sunday if I'm going to the shop on Saturday. But yeah, let's go ahead and start weaving the pocket now. So now comes the fun part of weaving the pocket. So I have just kind of prepared a whole bunch of supplies that are kind of in the graveyard because they are too small to do anything with. So I am going to slowly bring them back to life with the pocket and include them in my weaving because they will be big enough for that. So let's get into it. I actually put the roll on the wrong way for this, but because it's already on there, I just have to make do, but it means that it is kind of like unwinding itself, which is a bit annoying and a bit tricky, but you know, just have to make do, and I'm just gonna have to like hold this in break mode. Anyway, this is kind of like the part I'm not using, and that is definitely big enough now. So there you have it, weaving a pocket out of scraps. I've gotten rid of some more scraps and it looks so beautiful. I love all the different textures. I've got like some wool, some bits of the fabric where the thread just kind of comes out where you cut it at the end, and it's gone all kind of wiry from the iron bath, and then yeah, just other bits and pieces of cotton and linen. So it's very like textural and beautiful. Here is just another close-up of my pocket from the top to the bottom. I'm probably only going to use it about there, and the rest is just kind of to stop it unraveling when I sew it together. Now that I have stitched the pocket onto a piece of calico, I am just about to turn it into a pocket by stitching it onto another piece of fabric and then kind of turning it out. So I'm just going to iron this so it's all nice and flush, and then go into that, and we'll be back in a minute. And here we have the final result of the pocket. It's got these little bits of red through it. My dad's favourite colour is red. And then at the back it is all nicely turned out like so, with a little bit of an overlap at the top so that it doesn't show the lining. And that is ready to sew on the pants now.
It is Saturday morning now and I need to go to the fabric shop to go get the fabric to make my dad's pants. And I've also decided that I am going to take Miso to the dog run today because it is nice and sunny, and yeah, we just haven't taken her for a while, so I've been wanting to do that for a while, so let's get to it.
You excited? You're gonna go dog run today. Dog run. Maybe you can meet some friend. What do you think? Excited? Let's go. Let's go.
We have arrived at the dog park and someone is so excited.
Let's go, Miso. Let's go. And it begins. Miso, Miso, here. Right there. Miso, Miso. どこ行きたいの？ここがいいの？
Actually a perfect day today. It's such nice weather. It feels like it's back to autumn. It's actually the first day in so long that I'm not wearing a jacket or a scarf or a hat. I feel like I've just been bracing with the cold weather lately, like literally just surviving it, and I'm just so happy it's a nice day today. Like, look at this. We have not even been here for 5 minutes and already so she must have been wanting to go to the toilet. Misa, she's in full adventure mode. Do we go? Tinta? 楽しいね、みそ。She's so happy.
超かわいい。
ありがとうございます。
触っていいですか？
あ、もちろん。
いやーかわいい。あ、ごめん。
あ、わおわお。あら。
この犬さ、あそこの携帯のところにおる犬同じ。リクーちゃんね。ペイペイですけど。ソフトバンクだ。
お父さんね。
お父さんだ。いやーかわいいね。リクーね。こんにちは。
お、すごい。ありがとうございます。ミサ、見てよ。あらら。ミサ、こっちだよ。絡んじゃったよ。どうする？絡んじゃったよ。はい。嬉しいね。よかったね。どうだった？みそ。おいみそ。おいおい。どうだった？楽しかった？お喜びですか？うん。喜んでんね。よかったね。楽しかったね。最高に。ね。はい。じゃあもう帰るよ。OK? Has been patiently waiting for me in the car. I also couldn't help myself. I stopped by the yarn store, well, the little sewing shop, but anyway, this is the colours that I ended up getting. This is a 20% alpaca, 80% wool blend, so that is going to be my main base colour to go with the mohair that I already had one at home. I just need to buy one more. And then this is the exciting part. I love this Daruma brand of yarn. It's so nice. So this is like a merino wool. I don't know. It's not really going.
yeah, so this is like a merino wool. It's this beautiful orange colour, and I also bought another little ball of the red mohair that I'm going to mix with that, and then I think that is going to be like the best colour for the persimmons, because it was my original inspiration for the tree. But yeah, that is my little yarn haul. I also ended up getting the fabric. It is 100% linen for these pants, and then some red drawstring. So I think I am going to have something to eat now and then go to the public bath. And Miso's just had so much fun outside, so she's pretty happy just chilling in the car now. So that is kind of the rest of our day. So I just finished doing 30 minutes of meditation. I decided recently that I really wanted to get back into a meditation practice, and wow, I just feel so calm and peaceful and nice. In the past, I always used to think meditation was about, having to experience a certain kind of emotion, and I went through a phase of about 2 years where I would wake up every morning and do this hour and a half long Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation, and I really do love his meditations, and they were really perfect for me at that kind of time in my life. But sometimes it's easy to forget that just a simple 30 minutes of doing nothing and closing your eyes and letting your thoughts flow without attaching to them too much, and just kind of letting yourself process what's happened to you. And yeah, I just realized that I was doing a kind of stare at the wall for 15 minutes when I got home from work, and just doing that was helping me clear up my energy so much. But I realized that that was actually just a form of me doing meditation without me actually thinking I was doing meditation. So yeah, I've decided I would like to get back into my practice and yeah, just do simple kind of to help me process my day and my life and keep me in that calm and peaceful person that I like to be, as well as responding to things instead of reacting. So yeah, I have been having a bit of a tricky time since the winter has come just with my energy levels. So yeah, it's been really interesting to have this reflective time, and yeah, just what a great time to get back into meditation and clear my energy levels a bit. So yeah, I'm just about to start making the pants for my dad. I washed the fabric yesterday, so it's finally ready to cut out now, which is exciting. So I'm just gonna go and cut it out, and then yeah, potentially start sewing the inseam pockets and getting them prepared so that pretty much everything is ready to go, and just get them done tomorrow because that is when my persimmon dye will be arriving. So I would like to get onto that kind of ASAP. I think there's about 3 days in a row on the weekend that is going to be very warm for our winter. It is about 13 or 14 degrees on Saturday and Sunday and sunny, so it'll be really good time for dyeing and getting those pants done. So I'm really looking forward to that, and yeah, just about to go get started on that now. Miso's also having a little hangout session on my bed. She's pretty chill. Aren't you, Miso? Beautiful girl. So I have just finished cutting everything out, and next step is to fuse the waistband. Get this fusing here onto this fabric. Then I will probably sew the inseam pockets on and just see how I'm feeling. I might just call it a day there just because, like I said before, the winter has just been kind of zapping my energy quite a bit, but yeah, I'll see how I go. I have actually decided to dye these after they've been made. I did that for my first couple of pairs and it was super easy and awesome. But then for my last pair, I thought I would just give it a go with pre-dyeing the fabric. And while it was really nice and easy that way too, it just kind of drank up a lot of the dye. So yeah, just to be a bit more economical, I don't actually need the rest of the fabric dyed black. So yeah, I'm just going to dye it after. I think that's a lot more cost effective. I bought like a 2-litre dye and ended up taking up the whole dye on just this one pair of pants, whereas it probably would have taken me about 250 to 500 ml if I just dyed the pants alone. So yeah, that is just a little bit of an observation I've had. Let's get down to the fusing now.